which is crazy. Do I want to tag? Tag? Mm. Oh, hey, this thing is live. Sorry, I'm broadcasting on my iPad. This is a little bit different of a setup. Um, and I guess I guess I'm getting the day started here. Um, what is that? Got a little Starbucks action going on. Start of the day. And, yeah, I am gassed. Dude, I'm totally depleted. Um, had an incredible workout with a dude that is a trained boxer. So he was introducing me to some of the techniques that he employs in his workout. And yeah, my legs are jello right now. I can barely think. My legs are just so beat up. I said that I was going to get a little bit more serious when it came to my cardio. Um, and this is because I took my blood pressure the other day, and I found that my resting heart rate was 75 beats per minute. And I ran it by my friend who was a trained boxer, and he was pretty shocked. Uh, and and I asked him, what's wrong with 75? And he's like, dog, like, I'm concerned if mine is at 60. 60 is like, 60 is good, for resting heart rate. My heart rate is what he reported to me when I'm in the middle of running, doing laps, is he said it was 75. So, I'm sitting there, thinking about it, and I was like, yo, dude, I need to train with you. I need to get like you. I need to do whatever it is that you're doing. And yeah, one of the primary differences in the way that he trains for me is that he has an insane cardio warm up. Just the warm up that we did yesterday was just so insane. And yeah, I just I don't like to take rest days or anything like that, but I think I might have earned a rest day after the workout. I'll be posting some of a few of the exercises that we did on my Instagram at I Love Ken Steele on Instagram. So if you want to see video of us, straining and going to our maxes and training to failure, I'll be uploading pictures like that. And yeah, I'm really excited because he and I guess are both models. That's where we met. We met on a shoot, and he's been interested in getting into the YouTube fitness game. And yeah, I definitely look forward to having a regular training partner to just help with filming and help with some of the logistics and everything like that. And then also I showed him a few of my lifts and a few of the things that I do, and I was really surprised to find that I'm no slouch in a gym. I whooped his ass. I humbled him with some of the lifts. One of my favorite lifts that I recommend to anybody at any level, at any physicality that's wanting to, just have a really quick full body workout, is the standing curls with the easy bar. I believe Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Oak, the legend himself, I believe he recommended doing doing curls with the easy bar. And the reason why I do standing curls with the easy bar is because it's a really good workout that hits all of your major muscle groups, even your legs. If you're thinking, if you have a really good neuromuscular connection, that is like your mind and your muscle, if they're really working together to execute all of your lifts, when you do the standing curl with the easy bar, you're going to be activating your abs. You're going to be activating your quads. You're going to be activating your shoulders. You're going to be activating your traps. It hits everything. It's like, I'm not really big on, all of these, super heavy compound lifts. I'm not, telling people to go in the gym, and do your bench, and, I'm not telling you to squat 1,000,000 pounds or anything like that. I think some of those, Olympic style lifts are a little dangerous, and the benefits aren't necessarily all there. But what I will say about doing curls, standing curls with the easy bar, get yourself a good stance, and you're really thinking about activating all of your major muscle groups: your abs, your chest, your pecs, your shoulders, your traps, your lats, all of it. And you really think about what it is that you're lifting, you're going to get yourself a really good workout. And, just with that exercise alone, I was able to humble, this trained, amateur boxer. And, I had him dropping weight. He had to drop weight. He didn't, he saw me doing standing curls with the 100, doing sets to 10, doing 3 sets of 10, one on each grip. And he saw me doing that, and he wanted to get like me. And he initially picked up that 85, couldn't do it. Then he picked up that 75, couldn't do it. Had to drop down to that 65, bro. That was when he could do, at least go till 9, without totally hurting himself or anything like that. So, I'm totally a supporter of doing standing curls with the easy bar. And when you do this, you don't let gravity, do half the work for you. You don't let momentum, take you or anything like that. The only cheating that you should be doing is, at the top of maybe your 7th rep, you can cheat a little. And then on your 8th rep, you can cheat a little bit more. And then on your 9th rep, you can cheat, and if you have it in you to do your 10th, you can do that. But, once you start to hit 7, it should start to burn. It should start to really be a challenge for you. And, if you're getting to 10 every single time, no problems, feels like butter, you could do more and everything like that, it might be time for, to up your weight. And I'll say this, that one exercise, the standing curls with the easy bar, that one size I think is the basis of my whole musculature. It's the basis of my whole physique. It's what I start my workouts with, once I am warmed up. So, to me, that's the most important lift. I think it's even more important than, hitting weighted ab exercises, which you need. If you want to get, the big blocky Ninja Turtle abs, the really picturesque abs, those abs that'll be at the beach and make people stop, So, that's definitely something that I recommend, standing curls with the easy bar. Now, another lift that I really kicked this dude's ass with, and that I'm really proud of, is chin-ups, man. Pull-ups, hitting that pull-up bar. Calisthenics are one of my favorite, styles of exercises. They can get really technical and everything like that. But what I like about calisthenics is that I think it builds a way more functional physique. And I think it develops into a much more aesthetic physique. If you're doing, if all of your lifts are, like you're doing the, squat, and you're doing the bench, and you're doing the, like your the power cleans and all that, all those core lifts, I believe they're called. You get what my friend and I were talking about, this blocky gym rat physique, and I'm not, some people are really into that. They're really into that. I know a lot of white dudes, they like to look like blocks, you know what I mean? They like to look like a set of angry blocks that are, coming at you and everything like that. You got the tree trunk legs, you get the blocky squared off physique. I'm not really going for that. I don't really like that physique. I like a nice V taper. I like a more natural appearance and a more functional appearance, and I think that that's something that you can get from doing regular lifts. Just an aside, somebody's asking me, Mr. Steele, when does the cows come back on? You know what? That's something that I would like to know. I've been asking for a week or so now, maybe even a little bit more. If anybody has any information on Gus T. Renegade, feel free to, shoot me an inbox, because, I'm sure if he wanted a whole bunch of people knowing what's up with him, he would definitely put out a public statement. But, if it's proprietary information and it's a secret and everything like that, I would definitely like to know. And if you would like to let me know, feel free to shoot me a message in my inbox. So, yeah, to anybody who's seen Gus T. Renegade, or who's aware, of where he's at, if he's doing all right, feel free to let us know. If he was arrested or anything like that, let us know. Let us put some money on his books so he can make some phone calls. It's very real out here. There's so many different potentials that could be happening to him. And, I definitely, take a moment of every day to think about him, especially considering that we're at the beginning of the year when so many of our heroes and our legends celebrate their birthdays or their memorial days. So, also, on that same note, I just want to say, rest in power to the late Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, just a legend, provided us with a whole wealth of knowledge that, we're still unpacking and we're still working with today. So, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing lives in every one of us that, strives to lead a counter-racist existence and to eliminate the system of racism, which is white supremacy. And, my effort through doing that is through this fitness jump off. Because, check this out, you can't fight racism if you are out of shape. I was talking with my workout partner about this. And, he agreed. He's a boxer from Brooklyn. So, I didn't really need to tell him, we don't even really need to discuss, the need for us to get, to get fit, so to be better equipped to, take on the challenges that we're going to face in this next year. So, I just want to go back to what I was talking about, and that is, calisthenics and the benefits of calisthenics. Just from a purely aesthetic, like I was saying, just from a purely aesthetic perspective, I just like the effect of doing uh, oh, Alicia, Mike West owns and awards a gym that specializes in natural bodybuilding. All right, well, feel free to, if he's in Southern California, hook it up with some information. And if he's up there with you in Northern California, I'd definitely like to, kind of set up a time where, I come up and check out Northern California. I'm going to make an effort to do that in 2018. I want to make more connections to that part of the state this year. And more regular connections, actually. So I definitely, if you have any info, feel free to shoot it. And if you do want to shout it out in this chat, feel free. A whole bunch of people see it. But yeah, going back to just the aesthetics of calisthenics, and this is something that I'm gonna, even you ladies, man, one of the most impressive displays on the bars that I've ever seen in the gym. I was just training, and a gymnast female, she was just going hard on the bars, and she looked fantastic. If you want that nice V taper, if you want to develop your traps, if you want to develop your lats, you want to get that cobra body effect, you really want to develop all of that, man, there's no better place to start than hitting that bar. Hitting the chin-up bar, the pull-up bar, whatever you want to call it, is definitely something that will develop is another one of those lists that will develop your entire physique. It'll help your legs. And I start by saying your legs because you wouldn't know it, but yeah, you can stimulate your legs by doing different forms of chin-ups. You can stimulate your chest, your trapezius, this part coming out of your neck. You're going to be able to train that. Your biceps, your triceps, hitting all your arms, your forearms. All of that is going to be improved when you hit that chin-up bar. What I do on the chin-up bar, I've been working in gyms that have hoist setups. It's a setup. It's a specific company. So they have 3 different, thank you, Alicia. They have 3 different grips, and that's typical of any, chin-up bar. You're going to see, 3 different grips. There's going to be a wide grip. That's going to really target your lats. You're going to get a closed grip. That's going to go ahead and hit your biceps more. But you can definitely get it to hit your back and, all of that stuff. And then you're going to get a medium stance, which is going to go ahead and hit your shoulders and your back and your abs really hard. The wider stance is the one that is hardest. And that's why I start with that first when I attack the bar. This is just for basic stuff. Oh, and that medium stance on hoist setups, the medium stance, which I really appreciate, is a rock climber. They have the rock climber nubbins, so that adds for really cool variation, and it's really cool because what is that? It has what is that? It hits your forearms. So my forearms have been developing, I've been getting, really nice, vascular development in my forearms, because I am hitting those that rock climber grip. And it's definitely important to just switch up the grips when you are working on the chin-up bar, just for variation, just to hit different muscle groups and everything like that. But yeah, when you go through all 3 of those, and you can incorporate that into your daily routine. I'm going to say daily. I mean, like, even on a rest day, fuck it. Just get some action in on the bar. That's not going to hurt you, fam. That's only going to help you. That's only going to get you healthy. It's going to get you right. I had a friend in college. This is the person who introduced me to calisthenics and some of the importance of that. This was in college. We were doing all sorts of crazy stuff back in those days, and my man was on equipoise. Yeah, he was on straight horse. He was on straight horse steroids. Not gonna lie, he was on straight horse steroids, and like, we would always wonder, like, what do you do in the gym? What are you doing to go so crazy in the gym? Other than the steroids. And, we worked out with him, and so much of his workout was on that bar. Just, front grips, back grips, wide grips, narrow grips. So much of that was, on the bar. And then I began to understand why he had such beautiful arms, why he had such a great core. It was all that bar work, and he didn't even need to do add weighted anything. It would have made adding like weights to his chin up would have only just made his arms even bigger, which would have thrown off his physique, which would have kind of looked funny. Sorry, I'm seeing this little zit action, and I had to take it off. But yeah, it would have. It would have thrown off his whole physique, and it would have looked terrible if he would have gone weighted with those pull-ups. But man, he taught me how to hit that bar. Because prior to that, I mean, the chin-up bar is one of the most intimidating, pieces of fitness to start on and to engage. A lot of people, you see that chin-up bar, and it's terrifying. How the fuck do you do that? You know what I mean? You see people going, and even seasoned athletes just quitting after five reps. You know what I mean? It's just like, whoa, dude, chin-up bar, scary. I went at that chin-up bar that first time, and he taught me something. He said, I want you to lift from the base of your spine. And this was, I'd never done anything like that. You know what I mean? I'd never really, thought about it like that. He said, yeah, lift from the base of your spine. I want you to just go and just like, when you're going and you're lifting and you're pulling up, I want you to imagine that you're trying to reach from the bottom of your spine, and all of these words that he was saying was just kind of putting the neuromuscular connection, the connection between your brain and the lift that you're doing. It's super important. I mean, it's super important to being able to, accomplish, to really get the most out of any of these lifts that you're doing. And when you do that, it's going to be hard. Your first times on the bar, my first time on the bar, I think I barely got one. I may have peaked out at like 3. You know what I mean? It was embarrassing. In fact, anytime I go back to the gym after a hiatus and I hit that bar and I'm not able to, bang out at least 7, that, that's embarrassing, but you're just starting, you're getting your brain and your muscles, in sync with one another to be able to do this lift and to be able to have, all the energy that to be able to contract the muscles, correctly to really execute this lift. But once you do that, I mean, it becomes second nature to you. You definitely, and once you understand that, connection between your muscle and your mind and what you're supposed to be activating on a pull-up, man, that hits. And then once that hits, that's going to be really good. And the next thing that you're going to need to do is you're going to need to keep doing that chin-up bar. And then in about a month, you should be able to, bang out 10 reps. You should be able to bang out 10 reps in a month if you're really serious about it, if you're going every day, if you're really training to failure, you're really trying to go for it and everything like that. So I totally, wholeheartedly recommend, you get at the chin-up bar. And like I said, it kicked even this trained boxer, it kicked his ass yesterday. Doing the list that I was doing, he was just floored. You know what I mean? He couldn't take it, man. Man, there was something that, also calisthenics are good for the abs. a lot of people don't understand that. Like I said, lift from your back, but also engage your abs. Just squeeze your abs when you do every rep. You do that, and man, that will cut you up. That will cut you up. Yeah, Jeremiah, don't be scared. Don't be scared. If you're feeling like you're going to hurt yourself and everything like that, go ahead, stop, adjust your grip or something like that. But really, you really want to get that. And here's the thing about the chin-up bar that I notice a lot of people doing. Don't cheat yourself. Don't go halfway on the bar and then, count and then go back up. No, what you want to do, ideally, and you're going to have fewer reps when you do this, but I want you to get, reps that count. You know what I mean? I want you to, when you go up, I want you to squeeze and activate. Hold for a second. I want you to squeeze all your muscles, including your abs. I want you to squeeze your legs so that the tops of your quads, you're going to feel those flexing and everything like that. I want you to squeeze. Hold it for like a second to 3 seconds, 5 seconds even. If you can hold that, then I want you to go down, right? But I don't want you to let gravity take over. I want you to, go ahead and let yourself down slowly, and then I want you to get to the bottom, of your lift. I want you to the point where your joints, man, you're hanging. You know what I mean? Like, I want you to think about it, and then finally, when you're at the bottom, I want you to be hanging. You know what I mean? And then I want you to reactivate to get back up. See, a lot of people will go ahead and they'll pull up, they might even hold, and then they'll go back down. Oh, I just see a truck that's going to slaughter. It's a bunch of goat meat. Anyway, I'm not a vegan or anything like that, but man, that's just, just seeing the trucks that go out to market is just nasty. Anyway, yeah, I'm sorry. I wish I had more space. I'm gonna go down, but yeah, you want to go down, and then you want to, just so that all of your, hey, you got the joints and everything like that, and then I want you to just reactivate when you go back up. That's your full range of motion. That's your actual lift. Don't go halfway and then, go back up. Don't, bend, halfway. You're just going for the 90-degree angle or anything like that. And then you barely do anything like that. No, that's garbage. You're cheating yourself. There's so much more that you could be doing. And in fact, that helps your form out. If you ever wonder, how the fuck, you look at a yoga person and you see that they have, you see that they're a little lankier, you see that they're a little more stretched out and everything like that. Yeah, that's because they're hitting those stretches. You know what I mean? That, that actually stretches you out. When you're on the chin-up bar, I want you to, take advantage of gravity at the bottom, and I want you to, go ahead and stretch where you're, down there. And then I want you to re-engage and pull up. And that will then you'll actually, that will actually, have you in a, experiencing your full range of motion and, really attacking, all of the muscle groups, really activating everything, training your neuromuscular stimulus so that, you can do that, part of bodybuilding, actually, a lot of people don't know this, but it's actually, you're not just developing the muscles, you're developing your joints, your ligaments, all of your connective tissue. And then on top of that, you're strengthening your nerves as well. Your nerves, your nervous system and everything like that is heavily involved in your muscular development. So when you're engaging all of those muscles in a full proper lift, I mean, you're making the most efficient use of your time, and you're going to see really fast gains from this. I mean, like, dude, you're going to see fast gains from this. That's one thing I do like about the chin-up bar is that you will definitely see fast gains from this. After 2 weeks, after a week, you're going to notice that your lats are spreading out. You know what I mean? And you're going to notice that you're getting that cobra body and everything. So, yeah, man, I definitely recommend, incorporating these, a proper pull-up into your workout. Like I said, that pulling up even just humbled my workout partner, who is a trained boxer. Killer instinct, dude. My mom is watching. Hey, Mom. Yeah. Just talking about lifts and everything like that, and doing proper chin-ups in the gym. But yeah, so getting that proper lift, just getting that proper form and everything like that, that's gonna really help you. Now, going deeper into calisthenics, man. One thing that I showed him that, again, just floored him. My man had perfect abs, great physique, trained boxer, just great everything. But once I introduced him to doing what is that? L pull-ups, sticking your legs out as you're doing the pull-up, that right there activates everything. That will hit your everything. That will have you dead. And that's one of the reasons why we're dead as we speak. I'm dead as we speak right now. My legs are totally jello. My abs, I've sufficiently beat them up. They feel properly beaten. And yeah, man, sticking out, just doing that variation, it makes your experience even that much harder. I mean, like, even my glutes right now are just are killing me, in large part due to those L push-ups or those L pull-ups that we were doing. And then another thing that you can do, if you don't like the L pull-ups, then you can just do leg lifts after you've done your lift. So instead of just sticking your legs out as you're going up, because that's a really hard motion to get, and that takes a little bit of training. So if you can't do that, one variation that I do like, that I'll do even when I'm just, man, I don't want to go that hard. I'm sorry. I'll pull up, get to the top of the lift, squeeze, and then do leg kicks, leg raises. So you can just go to the top of your lift, hold that, and then do leg raises. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks. What is that? You could do leg raises, and when you do leg raises, that targets your lower abs. And, that's that part of your abs that everybody, I think earlier this week, somebody was asking, how do I get rid of my lower abs and everything? Well, you can't spot reduce, but what you can do is that you can build up the lower abs so that they appear better, even when you do have, a higher body fat. Because really, you're talking about this, a situation where you really need to lower your body fat, but it's not, this is going to really help define your lower abs and, go from, having just a flat tummy to, a fully developed abdominal section. So, you can either just go up, activate, hold, and then keep doing leg raises, or you can do pull up, peak, leg raise, and then go down. as you lower your legs and then you go down, you activate but you don't let gravity, take a hold of either motion. And then, like when you let yourself down and everything like that, you do the full extension, then you have your legs fully extended down, and then you pull up, and then you pull your legs up, and then you go back down. And then that would be, 1 rep. And then I recommend, with all of these, shoot for 10 reps in a set, and then shoot for 3 reps, or 3 sets. In your workout, and that should be sufficient, to hitting this part. And then while we're still, on the subject of calisthenics, and chin-up bars, another thing that you see on a number of these pull-up bars, again, hoist. I really like these hoist setups that are at the gyms that I've been going to. Is that they'll have a captain's chair that's incorporated into the pull-up bar. That's excellent because, if you're doing circuit training, instead of taking, a moment to rest, what you can do is you can do your pull-ups, and then you can then do your leg lifts, in the captain's chair, as you're relaxing your arms. So, you can definitely get a nice little circuit training motion going in that one area. And then if you have a really good station, it's going to have 2 arms that jut out of the captain's chair, and then those are a dip station. So then you can go ahead and get your dips in. So with a really good, I like these hoist setups, man. This company called Hoist. You can have all of your, in a lot of gyms, you'll have all of your, chin up stuff, and then, you can have a captain's chair setup involved in it, and then you can have a dip station. And with that, just one setup, you can have a really good calisthenic, full body calisthenic workout that's going to have you looking diced and shredded and, aesthetic in no time. And like I said, I was working out with a trained boxer yesterday, and just these calisthenic workouts that I'm talking about with you right now, those were enough to just put him on his ass and really get him totally depleted. That's what I wholeheartedly recommend. So yeah, go ahead and do that. What's something else on our workout that struck me? He was showing me a bunch of tandem workouts. These are workouts that you can pretty much only do with a partner. And some of the ab workouts they had me doing, man, that is hard. These boxers, they go crazy. He had me he was dropping a medicine ball on my abs as I'm doing flutter kicks. Do you know how hard that is? Do you know how hard that is? Not my abs are looking right, and you can see them on Instagram.com/I love Ken Steele. So yeah, you could see, pictures of my abs that I'm, going to be uploading and everything like that. So, these exercises definitely have me looking right. And, they definitely, hit some of these really hard to hit areas. And, I'm going to be looking forward to training with him even more. I'm really excited about, some of the videos that, we're going to, be able to bring you now that I have a workout partner. We can film each other and everything like that. So that's it's gonna be really great. One thing that he walked away from doing my lifts and my set and my routine is that when I mentioned to him, I watch some YouTubers that are into bodybuilding and everything like that. He's a performance-based athlete. So everything that he does, he's looking at it from the perspective of performance. Me personally, I'm I'm purely, just a model, an aesthetic driven individual. And I like the health benefits. I mean, like, they go without saying, but, me, I'm about having a really good appearance. You know, he was thinking that I was just gonna have him doing, some core lifts or anything like that. But no, when I, showed him all of these calisthenic workouts, he was really impressed. He was really challenged, and he reported to me that he's gonna be incorporating some of the workouts that I showed him yesterday into his regular routine. So yeah, great workout yesterday. Would definitely will be doing it again, and I will cover another physical part tomorrow, or another fitness related topic tomorrow. So I guess, yeah, today I just really went in on calisthenics, and more specifically, the pull-up bar. I guess that's what today's episode was about. Now, I always leave room for questions. Let's see. And I think there was a question earlier. No, I think this was, I think the only question that I had was about Gus T. Renegade today. So, if, before I, end the stream, if anybody wants to ask me, any questions, go right on ahead. I will, I'll gladly address them on this video. I have a question for you. For the people who are watching, what's the timestamp on this? Am I up to an hour? Or am I beating an hour? Or I'm kind of curious about where I'm at in this YouTube or this Facebook app on my tablet is not showing me the time of my broadcast. Just a second here. In fact, I think I can check my broadcast on a different Facebook account. So wait just a second here. Do 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 do. Where are we? Ken Steezy. Yeah. Okay, so all right. Well, we're at 45 minutes. Which is cool. We're 45 minutes. So yeah, I will. I'll go ahead and give you a few more minutes. I'll grind the mic out for about 15 more minutes here, and I will go to, I guess, social media for just something else to chat about really quick and everything like that. I guess, speaking about the gym, it's the beginning of the year. Yesterday was January 2nd, and I could definitely tell. The difference between the people that are in the gym on January 2nd between the people who are there on December 31st is stark. You can feel the false hope in the gym on the 2nd. You can feel it. I mean, the gym, salespeople, they're busy signing up people left and right. And, everybody, there are people that are, exhibiting, just a garbage form. Suddenly, the people want to start asking you questions about your lifts and everything. You got just a complete stranger you've never seen before asking you questions about your lifts and everything like that. And, look for some free training. And yeah, this is, I don't know. You know, the locker room is in shambles because all the people who are coming through, they're not, you know, acculturated into the culture of cleaning up after yourselves and everything like that. So yeah, the unwashed masses definitely showing up at the gym for the beginning of the year in hopes that they will get fit. And yeah, there's no hope for a lot of y'all. I'm sorry. You know, congratulations on being there, but let's see where you're at in February. You know what I mean? You put in a little bit of work, you got a little bit of gains, you know, you know, you had like 2 or 3 free training sessions with a personal trainer, but you know, you don't want to get your diet on point, or you done all this work and everything like that, but the gym you selected, man, is 20 minutes away from your house by car, and you know, that's just a little bit too far to do consistently and not getting paid for it, right? So yeah, I'm expecting, you know, a significant drop off between now and December 31st, between those people who are in the gym then and those who are in there now. Man, I'll tell you, let me paint the picture for you of the gym at night on New Year's Eve. It's New Year's Eve. You know, the gym, you know, I work out at a 24 hour gym, and you know, they closed for the holidays, and they were shutting the gym down at 6 o'clock on New Year's Eve, 6 p.m. And the drum up to that, you know, you just see all the most serious body builders, all this most serious lifters, just the most psychopathic. They're in that gym up until the end. I was there. I saw. Dude, it was one of the few times we're in the gym. Everybody's just focused and working out, and everybody was doing serious lifts. Everybody was getting serious work in on the gym on that last day. Not a lot of people on that, you know, just doing that young elliptical. You know, nobody was, you know, working out in between, you know, sessions on Facebook or anything like that. No, everybody was just boom, 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 one after the other, you know. And I was just like, damn, y'all are fucking dedicated. That was my stance. It's just like, y'all are dedicated. You know what I mean? So I'm really eager to see, you know, who sticks around, who's gonna, work towards hitting their goals, or, you know, who's just pretending out here, you know what I mean? Who's just saying, you know, it's the beginning of the year, it sounds cool to, you know, start working out at the beginning of the year. Maybe I'll get a 6-pack for the beach or something like that. And nah, bro, you know, for most of y'all, nah, bro, you ain't got no hope. I'm sorry. And most of y'all, you know, you put forth a good effort or whatever, you know, you had good faith that you were going to do it, but yeah, you know, I totally challenge you to do that. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. The gym. Sorry about that. My Facebook on my regular phone is going crazy. Yeah. So, yeah, man. The gym. You know, are you going to last? Are you going to last? You know, through the plateaus? Are you going to push yourself to get to the next level? You know, are you going to diet down? That's a huge question. Are you going to, you know, hit that diet? You know, and when you are on that diet, are you going to be consistent with it, or are you going to cheat? And if you are going to cheat on your diet, how often are you going to cheat on your diet? Are you going to be one of these, you know, weekend cheaters, or are you going to, you know, cheat on the daily? You know what I mean? So, yeah, you know, be focused on that. Also, I think yesterday I discussed salt a little bit. You know, I've been seeing a lot of people argue that salt does not cause hypertension. They're saying that the science behind that statement is not true. They're saying that the people who experience hypertension, from what they think is just salt, are really doing it from sugar. That's what they're saying. Look, I think it's safe to say that if it's white, it ain't right. I don't mean to sound like, Dr. Sebi in here or anything like that, but, if it's some white powder and everything like that, that you're sprinkling on your food, or, you're spicing your food up with and everything like that, dude, I'm going to go ahead and say it's probably bad for you, especially in excess. Sugar and salt, dude, minimize both. But, this person that was, talking about making this claim, he said that, we don't, that the risks associated with salt intake are overblown. And I think he must have been speaking only for white boys, because, I've experienced it. Like I told you in my story yesterday, I experienced it. Once I cut out the excess sodium in my diet, I stopped waking up with salt deposits on my skin, and I stopped waking up with, hypertension. You know what I mean? I mean, like, it chilled out my blood pressure, limiting my sodium intake, So, look, when it comes to, health advice, sometimes you got to take it with a grain of salt. Especially from some of these people online and everything like that. You have to understand that a lot of these dudes online, are white guys, and a lot of the tips that they're giving out are for other white guys. I just feel like telling a whole bunch of, black folks to mow down on sodium. He was talking about taking a tablespoon of sodium, of a table salt before a workout. I mean, mixing it into your pre-workout. Limit your sodium intake, y'all. Too many of us are dying from hypertension. And I don't know, I wouldn't experiment with salt too much, man. Long term, that will kill you. A famous African once said, "It will kill you all." Take heed to those words. Take heed to those words. So, yeah, man, I'm not going to be increasing my salt intake anytime soon. I might, relax on my salt avoidance. I might just, relax a little bit on that. But, nah, man, salt and sugar, stay away from both. When it comes to, all these iridescent white minerals that we're putting into our foods and everything like that, just, say, I'll pass. You know what I mean? I'll pass on that, bro. So, yeah, I think I should be, I think we should be at an hour. I hope if anybody has any questions, nope, we're approaching. So, yeah, I'll just, I'll just wrap it up in a few seconds here. So, yeah, if any of you guys have any questions, feel free to, shoot them over to me. My email address, I'll go ahead and type that out into the window. Not now. Wait just a second. I love Ken, Steele, at, wait, sorry, I'm typing on an iPad, I'm not used to it, at gmail.com. Now you can send all your questions there. And you can, if you have any business inquiries or anything like that, you want me to, like model some stuff, I look pretty good with my shirt off. I just want to let you guys know. I'll do that for you. You know, if you have any ideas, business ideas, just, shoot me an email or anything like that. Or if you have a donation to make, feel free to donate to my machine. Via PayPal at, ilovekensteele@gmail.com. LaRon Barton, I just want to say, what's up? I see you out here. You're living an NPR existence. You're wearing sweater vests. You're eating crackers and cheeses, and you're going to cultural events. I see you out here. You're doing it extra big, my dude. Keep it going into 2018. Keep up that she lifestyle. I see you out here. I mean, like, it's impressive. If I had it like that, I'd be living like a very highly esteemed white woman as well. What is that? But yeah, it's Wednesday, hump day. And I just want to say, thanks for watching these next couple days. Oh yeah, last few minutes, check this out. I'm going to be in Chicago. I'm coming back to Chicago for a few days. So if you are in Chicago and, you want to kick it, or, you want to have me on your comedy show or whatever, is going on, what is that? Feel free to, reach out to me. And, I think I'm going to be broadcasting from there every day. So, be sure to check that out. Quick question, from LeBron. He says, do I do HIIT for cardio? I'll do a broadcast on HIIT. I've like I mentioned that, there's some high intensity circuit training that I've done. So I think that might qualify as HIIT. What is that? Man, a fly chick is just walking by. Oh, smoking. Anyway. What is that? HIIT. My cardio, I do a little bit of circuit training. I swim often. I'm often in the pool. And I just started incorporating some serious, skipping of the rope to really power this. So, I think I might be approaching an hour here. It's saying like 57 minutes. So, Any other questions? Any other questions before I go really quick? Any other questions? Just wrapping it up, getting an hour in, getting it in on a Wednesday for the viewers and everything like that. The scant few of you that are out there, you're part of a growing army. Trust me. It's only going to get bigger. It's only going to get bigger and better in 2018. So, don't fret if you think that, you're just, by yourself watching my podcast. Trust me, we're getting views. But yeah, man. Feel free to ask any questions. I'll take any questions in business, finance, relationship, whatever. All the stuff that I don't know anything about, I'll answer those questions. But, when it comes to fitness and everything like that, I'll definitely answer those questions, from a perspective of first-hand knowledge. I don't know if I know enough to be called an expert or a guru yet, and I'm not gonna try to ascribe those labels to me, but I am a dude that has a six-pack. I think I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so yeah, what is that? So yeah, we're coming up on an hour here. So it's our last minute. Got one more minute to go. If anybody in here is interested in getting some coaching by me, you want to work out with me, or you want to work out over via Skype, hit me up via email. We can discuss rates in there, and I definitely look forward to reaching you guys with more broadcasts, and you know, thanks for letting me speak to you about what is that, about calisthenics and you know, hitting the gym this morning. So thank you so much. I will go ahead and call it a wrap. And yeah, I think that we're officially done here. So you know, stay fit, stay healthy, and you know, have a nice one. Peace. I'm Ken Steele.